Another top story for you tonight. We're hearing from Vineyard community members who are calling out a new city hotline where people can send in their questions directly to the city and get answers. It's called Vineyard Grapevine, and some locals, including a city council member, call it a one-way conversation and an attack on free speech.
What have you heard about the city? It's a question raising a lot of eyebrows in Vineyard. Vineyard Grapevine is a new platform city officials created to answer questions about the city.
One of the key things about Vineyard is that we have grown in leaps and bounds in recent years. Just back in 2010, we had 159 residents. Today, we have closer to 22,000 residents. And so having a FAQ type page where new residents and old residents alike have a place to come and get good information about what's happening in the city was critical. And it's something that cities do all around us. And it was definitely time for us to establish something like that.
But some members of the community are calling out the city for not being transparent, including a Vineyard City Council member.
I just think it's unfortunate that submitting questions to somebody in the city to determine and be the arbiter of what is truth or what isn't is a bad precedent. And I think that when cities answer questions, they should answer it in a public forum like social media so that citizens can see their response and verify that.
For the last 6 years, the city of Vineyard has been trying to get residents to earn the trust of the city government when the city government should be trying to earn the trust of the residents.
Truman Van Cott says he's lived in Vineyard for over 5 years and claims the city is trying to stamp down on feedback or hearsay that might be given on any city projects.
There was absolutely no need for a rumor hotline if the city had been transparent from the get-go. They could have addressed so many different issues, and they chose to let residents run around with different kind of telephone games, and we don't know what we are supposed to know because the city has not been transparent with us.
But the city manager denies those allegations.
The core message behind the website is, residents, we hear you, and we want to make sure that there is good, viable information available for you. And so in no way is it restricting speech. In fact, it's enhancing communication.
Some community members argue they should discuss issues in a public forum.
I think there's a lot from parking or Utah City or other issues that the city faces. And like I said, I just think this sets a bad precedence to not listening to citizens.
Something to note here, Vineyard City has limited comments on their social media posts. They plan to have the social media amendment policy up for discussion on Wednesday's scheduled city council meeting.